This episode is brought to you by Flip the Hood.
Hey everyone, it's a new year. Are you ready for the new year? If not, let me help you get there. Hey everybody, Happy New Year and welcome to a new episode of Ask Carlemile. I'm your humble host, Carlemile, because there is nobody else here named Carlemile. Now, if you're like me, every new year you're starting off a new resolution, making some plans, the things that you want to do for the year. And slowly but surely, these things don't pan out. Doesn't mean you should quit though. As the month of January go by, your stuff does not pan out as you thought they would. So, let me help you figure out how to break your habits. First step, you gotta know that you can change. Believe the fact that you can change. Yeah, just gotta put it in your mind like, alright, I am going to stop doing this, or I'm not going to do this anymore. You know, you have to know that you can change. That's the first and biggest step of breaking any habit. The next step you need to know is actually, you have to learn behavior. You know, find out what is it that you do that you taught yourself to do that you don't recognize yourself doing anymore, you know? Maybe every time you go out, maybe you like to spit when you walk. So now you have to remind yourself not to spit when you walk. Practice becomes perfect. Not even perfect. Practice becomes permanent. You know, so the more that you're doing something, the more you're making a permanent behavior. So you need to ask yourself, what did you teach yourself to do that you no longer want to do with no hesitation? The next step to breaking a habit is to make the decision to change. Because you can keep thinking about changing your habits. You can think about what you want to do and how you want to do it. But you have to make the actual decision to change. You know, and that sounds very simple, but it's not, you know, because you can repeat the same thing to yourself over and over and over again, but until you actually stop doing it and make that decision like, alright, I'm not going to take this route today, you're not really changing, you know. And that's pretty much the hardest thing for people to do, is to really make that change. So you really have to make that decision like, alright, you know what, today I'm no longer going to do this, I'm not going to do it. And for, you know, some people say, you know, for a year, for a month, a couple of weeks, let's get by today. Let's just get through today first. Okay, so today I'm not going to do this. Get past today, and then tomorrow, get past tomorrow. Try to do it in baby steps. Don't try to make a long goal of what you're trying to change. Start today, and start off today and see, you know, what is it that you can't get away with doing. After you make the decision to change, you gotta be able to cope with those cravings that you do not want to fall back into, you know. So if you're a smoker, do not put something in your mouth, you know. Go ahead and grab a toothpick. You know, you have to recognize these cravings when they're coming up or something like that, you know. So you have to, you know, start being aware of these cravings and then realizing when they're coming in, not to act on it. And, you know, you have to wait a little bit, watch your cravings, see how it got you acting up. Are you a little pissed off now? Are you being filled with anxiety? Are you just going crazy in front of everybody? Watch how you operate when this is going on, you know? And when you realize you need to start coping with these cravings, just try some deep breathing, a little exercising, a little meditation, you know, drink a lot of water, especially when you're craving. Drink a lot of water, some fruit juice, and I don't know artificial processed fruit juice. I mean literally some real fruit juice. You know, eat healthy, drink some herb tea, you know, some little light snacks, or carrot sticks, celery sticks, nuts, fruits, dried fruits, corn chips, rice cakes. Ooh, rice cakes. I know. Rice cakes is my thing either, but if you're trying to cope with your cravings, those are the things I recommend you should grab before you know, fall back to your old habits. And last but not least, find something to replace that habit. You know, and that shouldn't be too hard because we live in a world where everything is open to us. You can literally do anything from your computer these days. So you just need to find yourself a new habit to replace your old habit with. You know, if you used to smoke before you start work, maybe now you should read before you go to work. If not, reading is not your thing, maybe you should exercise before work. You know, things like that. You just have to find yourself something to occupy your time in that space that you use to do certain things. Schedule it in if you have to, but find something to replace that time. You know, you gotta want to change. You gotta take that responsibility for yourself. You gotta take responsibility for yourself and any new behavior that replaces your habit. So you have to have clear set goals. You know, and that's the only way you'll be able to take responsibility and, you know, take charge of what you're trying to do, you know. For more Ask Carlemile, check me out at carlemile.com.